Alright, let's start that recording. How we doing? Let's try that again. Hello, how we doing? Remember this base? We're building this base. Should probably do something about it. So I was thinking today, just diving straight in, we'll take the blueprints and start taking these updated layouts into the main game, into the main save even, because in the game. I was actually just, while we're starting, I've already grabbed a few, so I've got the smelter and the circuits. This thing's next, presumably. Good. And as we progress along, I'm fully expecting to discover all the other little faults with this thing as we go. It's the MSI processing, whatever else. Oh, that's right, lithium. That crap. Processing, we'll call it. Processing 2. What is it? It's the that stuff. Yeah, it's basically all immerside, and I suppose it's glassing. This is the enrichment center. Processing 1. Oh boy, these blueprints are something else. They are making the game chug a little bit. Yeah, that'll do. I suppose I could give it a name for... Oh, actually, something... While I think of it, just randomly... Oh, what? Oh, that's... I need to fix that. When I was pacing down that thing... I don't want to do it now. In saying that, I can actually... I'll get a new one. Yeah, when I was pasting it down, I forgot to upgrade these. Like that. And what I can do is... That to that. And that to that. Take that to... that. There you go. That's probably going to be the same for all of them, come to think of it. Yeah, it is. A very convenient feature. This upgrade via upgrade planner. I imagine it is in the game through... I suppose probably not anymore. It probably existed through a significant amount of jank. Because the blueprint library was always a bit of a contentious issue for the longest time. How you doing, 55? Hello. Hi. Now, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sort of ignoring this one for now. The big thing that we needed was the circuit processing to bring it into the main save, and we're sort of at that point now. Now the thing that I was avoiding doing last time was deleting the refueler. Let's delete that. Yeah, hope you're doing well, 55. Been busy, that kind of good stuff. I've certainly been keeping busy. Oh yeah, I do have confirmation. I won't be here, or there won't be anything going on stream-wise 2 weeks' time, whatever that is. So next week will be alright, but the week after, there won't be anything. Doing okay? Nice. Just as a heads up. Two pings and you're still late? One job. One job, I tells you. The literal one job. So how you doing, Spellmaster? That's... Oh, that thing. Okay, we're not going to play with that thing today. Where did... Oh, that's right, because I deleted them. Where did the thing go that I deleted? Well, you deleted it, so it's gone. Forever. Gone away for a very long time. Did I go past? Yes, I did. Okay, let's try this again. seems all kinds of wonky. Wrong and bad and stupid, and it's probably not grid light. No, it isn't. Goodish. Just reading manga. Them anime things. Either. I thought I made these on grid. Well, those are on grid. I guess these predate me doing that. That's the answer I'm looking for. Not gonna lie, I'm either too old or too koala-like to understand anime. Right, how does that line up now? Pretty well, turns out. Confession bear for me is that I don't really get it. It's Veldak. Hello. Since you're here, I was just saying, 2 weeks' time won't be anything. I'll be away again, sadly. True. Tuffy loves Factorio, apparently. Is what I'm hearing. Now you're the factory supply. Yeah, unfortunately, but true. We'll see. I need to see what's happening Monday. Did I also? Yes. There is actually, so, other confession, there is actually a factory-related joke that I've been holding off on. Like, I've been trying to avoid forever. Because there used to be a TV show here that was on TV, as you expect for a TV show, called The Factory. Been avoiding the temptation to do the insert. Because it's just too easy. Alright. To labs. Perfect. Save. Oh. That's crap. Crap about advertising. I was like, what is this thing flashing on about? Advertising. Oh, ad break is starting soon. It begins. Yeah, I'll just grab that and work with. I do already have somewhere. That the yeah, that's the one. I mean, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna fix this anyway. I'm gonna move this, bring the stations close, the train stops stations closer together, and bring them all in line. That whole wibbly wobbly thing is kind of terrible. Signal wiring is going to be annoying though. I suppose I could use that one as a shunt. Just disable it outputting. Anyway, we need to save that. I'm gonna load game. I'm gonna load into the main save and bring these things in. See how we do. See if we can start building this thing. Originally I was sort of hoping to have the whole thing done. Like all the blueprints done and then bring it in. I mean, specifically to avoid doing it. Did I actually bring that in as well? Huh. To specifically avoid this situation happening where I end up starting building it and then I have to rebuild it. Which would be annoying. I had to keep rebuilding it. But such is life. Get over it, eager. It's real out of control if you click and drag. Map view, that is. Alright, let's head up. Main thing is that what I want to do is start replacing... Maybe not that. But start replacing the rest of the starter base with actual stuff. So I still need that. The circuits is done. Circuits. Like those are done externally now. Quite a few things are. Right, calm down, you. You don't need to run away yet. Okay, so this is going to stay like that. Processing 1. Yeah, see, processing 1 is significantly bigger now. Fortunately, I don't move with the speed that I did originally. I don't move with the creative speed anymore. It's all very slowly and painfully. Because I know the UPS is going to start dipping in a moment. No, we made it to the end without the UPS dipping. That's amazing. I mean, the game's going to freeze for like 5 centuries while we... That's not that bad. It's only a small blueprint. There is potential. Trees in the way. I had it and then I lost it. There it is. Damn it! Go. Pop. Gonna need to redo this. When I say redo, I mean mark all of these trees for enrichment, enlightenment, so that they can be turned into a higher purpose. Higher purpose being to turn them into a kind of fuel. Now, more importantly, I want to get the supply station up and running. Potentially also, I'm going to want these Spidey pants. Run them up the middle. Conceivably, they can actually build... The spiders can actually build the beginnings of this thing. Didn't I? Oh yeah, they are upgraded. Supply factory... That's a lot of crap. Inactivity. Time. So that it times out, or if nothing happens. So, yes, actually disabled that. Of course, it's going to complain because it can't get there yet. That is a future me problem. Oh, actually it can, I think. I reckon the solution to find out, the easiest way to find out if if the train can get here is to say, there's no train on this track. And then hopefully, that in turn will cause the train to, even if it is not actually connected, it will cause the train, the line to be connected. And then the train will appear. So yeah, if you ever want a train to appear, just say there's no train on this track, and miraculously, the train will find a way to get through. See, I'm hoping this actually does prove me right, but it seems to be embarrassing me at the minute. Do I even need to stand here? But I... Just tempt the train. There's no train on this track. It can't get me. How about I just stand here? I'm standing on the crossing. I had this sneaking suspicion that it's just tormenting me now. Well, apparently I found the way. Come on. Well, we already know what's coming. I already looked. I ruined the suspense. Trouble is, I thought it was already on the way. Alright. There it is. See? As it was foretold. So shouldn't you... Well, you're full of junk. Drunk. And... Oh, it stopped off there and picked up some tritium? Okay. Shouldn't you have... These spiders... I've forgotten now. I legitimately don't remember, but shouldn't one of these spiders have, supply crap? Landfill. Oh, that's... yes. Oh, got the spider sitting there, moving things as it goes. Where's the rest? You... Just a general builder. Oh, I guess I never actually implemented it. Okay. I suppose the other thing too is that the other supply train is actually geared up for this kind of thing. But this one's sort of intended for a more specific purpose than building these bases. Okay. It's just grown just a teeny tiny bit. Ah, there it is. Yeah, I don't know. I need to find out what the new height of that service track is. At some point, should build this crap. Some point. Hopefully. Maybe. Guess it's not building it. I'll steal all your thingies then. Oh, that went into my trash. Okay. Very good. Oh, hello. Hello, train. How you doing? This really does just surprise you, doesn't it? Oh, this thing doesn't actually have chests. Yeah, like that. Now let's empty some crap. That on. It's actually going to take away. Okay, it's just taking away lumber for now. Ever? A lot more of them. Actually, it's going to need a lot more of everything. And with a bit of luck, it will. Oh, coming. Now that I've teased the train, I need to be like legitimately careful. Yeah, you to bring like see. Oh, 5 then. Winning the pokies. Winning. Oh, yeah. Before. You should bring me. Okay. Bring some bots then. And with a bit of luck, this should sort itself out now. Like, it will fully automatically just deal with itself. Deal with whatever needs to be done. Oh, and apparently all my bots are lost over there. Apparently. Station full. Well, that's the wrong one. That's an old one. Actually explains a lot. Explain why it says destination full. It should... but if that's... oh, it probably needs to be enable disable. That's why it's set to enable disable. Yeah, to stop that specific thing happening. I remember now. I even specifically remember going through this process before. Where it's like, yes, the whole system doesn't work if you don't have the thing named. Because this one's also designed to go in sequence. Not like the other one. I suppose there's no reason why oh, yeah. So, because all of its demands are on the red wire, so it needs to go through in sequence to satisfy all of the demands on the red wire. Getting puked out. Oops. Fortunately, track don't burn. How about we not accidentally sneeze again? Also, while I'm thinking of things, I meant to... I mean, in saying that, I meant to do the VODs like a bajillion times. Pretty much every day since the weekend. But I keep forgetting. Like yesterday, I was just bleh, sitting back and just couldn't think, couldn't do anything. So I completely forgot about it again yesterday. They legitimately are all there uploaded, except for the two latest ones, and this one. They're all sitting there waiting to be set. Or have the video parameters set. And then it's available. But it requires me to do one job, as is often the case. So it isn't done. Okay, so they can, if the bots have access to the thingies, the roboports, they can actually place more down. So what do we have? 17 and 4 out of 32, so they're all stuck, stuck somewhere. And it gave me more. Says 120 in the network. So I'll take my 20 back. Yep. Should be 100 in the network. Over 5. Stick 50 out of 50. 50 is probably fine, realistically speaking. I guess the bots are gonna do the trees first. Making They can do their thing. And the thing's actually delivering materials back to me. Ooh, there's probably what's for that one. Well, as I say, I'll just let them do their thing. We'll move on to the next one. Yeah, fix that at some point. It gets to a point where I've realigned these things so many times, I kind of don't want to do it again. Because I've had to fix it so many times. It's like, once you can do it the 5th time, it just gets really irritating. Okay. Bad case of the bots having a bad case of the dumbs. Okay. I mean, conceivably I could just turn them off. Trouble is that that doesn't get rid of the ones that are already stuck there. So now I've just got to stand here and wait it out. There we go. Now I'll turn them off. Yep, got all back. Because we're going to have, like, the deconstruction to end all deconstructions. Get rid of some rocks as well. I didn't even check the map to see how big this is. I think, yeah, there's the pink above, which is all that I wanted. I need to get rid of all of this as well. Fortunately, though, this should be... Well, now that I've said it, it's not going to be. But it should be the last time I need to redo this. I mean, I've already effectively jinxed it. I'm going to have to do it again. Because I've said so. But it shouldn't be as bad. I don't think the horizontal spacing will change now. There we go. There's that UPS drop you love, and love. From significant decon planning. Okay, get rid of those two. Conceivably these should go as well. I better recall them. Spiders are going to need to get busy. Unfortunately, this is going to kill power to all of this temporarily. So I might lose the bots that are there. But hopefully they'll park themselves before they get all confused and angry. Steady on. Okay, now to fix this, that's why I grabbed this blueprint. Now if I manage to get it right, it would be about... yeah, something like that. Undo that. You know what, I'm just going to place it with it in the way, not anymore. Oh, that's actually misaligned too. Theory, it should actually be there. Oh. Beldak. Sneak it in. The highest. Speaking of, yeah, it's off by a little bit more than one, that is. What a mess. The map view as it comes into view, it's a bit of a mess. Yeah, something's wrong with the signal spacing. So the ghost is, yeah, it's no good. Speaking of no good, a hole missing there. It sort of suggests to me that this is probably bad as well. Although I think this is what I pasted it down. Yeah, yeah. Long. Oh, I think I went through this. Been through this. Fact, because this is the latest variant. Yes, there was a spacing that was wrong. I remember this. There was a spacing that was wrong. Yeah, see, that sits correctly. This was a much earlier version of this blueprint. So this one should be correct though. Oh. Well, that's going to lead me to shift click, and hopefully that's correct. And that there isn't anything around here that... Oh, you're the pre... What? Like, you don't have the wiring. Okay. That's... problem. Problem in and of itself. Okay, so I need to go back. I mean, the wiring is already wrong, but I'm going to paste it down anyway. Mainly because it's the most accurate variation. Not variation, version of the blueprint. Yeah, this is the correct one. Accuracy guaranteed. I mean, it might be the same thing. Might be the same thing anyway, just without the wiring, but I can't trust it. I can't trust that it's actually correct. Replace it anyway. And then it turns out that this one's like completely wrong as well. Oh, look at that. It's different again. What do you know? Yep, so they line up perfectly. This is good. Fortunately, this has both the top and the bottom. Somehow I managed to... so big, I scrolled off the onto chat. Rolled the chat up. That looks good. Appears to be good, so I think it is good. Stimulate them, they should go, yep. If I keep scrolling across, yeah, so the pole ghost should be sitting on top of that. Alright, you need to come this way in a hurry. I also need to get rid of the bottom. There, Solid Wolf. I don't know why they didn't make any sound. Huh? A nice mess today? Yeah, just doing what I always do, fix up all of the stupid mistakes. because they never end. How are we doing over here? Oh, all the bots are tied up. Fine. How are they doing? It's sort of working. It's sort of working by sheer brute force. Can't argue with the results. As long as it gets power... Oh, apparently power is still going there anyway. Oh, yeah, it's because the wires are... The wires haven't been deconned, so... Oh, it's actually getting replaced in place. So is it actually... Yeah, you can see it briefly shutting down and then switching back on. Never mind. It's just... Nope, there we go. Back again. Yeah, it's like off. And... that appears to be an extended blackout. Yeah, I think they've run out of crap now. Or they've run out of bots too. That's why I'm hanging back here. Because I believe several of them... Oh, several of the robot bots, the spider bots are stuck as well. And now it really is stuck out without... This is going to be a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Just up here. Downside is that the construction bots get a little over enthusiastic and they start trying to place down things on top of parts that are already marked for decon. So the end result is that the bots all get stuck permanently trying to place things because none of the robots want to remove the thing first. They'll just want to put the new shiny down. Where's the red bot in theory? This red spider could do it in theory. Angry spider. Yeah, look at all the cyans, all the bots strewn about the place. Same up there. It's the biggest problem with big decon orders. The single biggest problem with big decon orders is bots doing that. Case in point. Need to be a setting or something to have decon as a higher priority. Yeah. It seems to be just how the construction queue queues things up. Generally, you can power through the problem just by sheer brute force. Having said all that. So if you just throw enough bots at the problem, it'll just power through. Ah, crap. Or if you cancel the decon, it just makes an even bigger mess. Speaking of big messes. Back here. In theory, I just send them up here and build some stuff to empty their inventories. Smart and know certain items on top of those don't need decon in place. It'd be nice if it was smart, but I think it's one of those things that can just infinitely. It becomes an infinitely deep rabbit hole of logic. Similar to how when people were saying, like in these, back in the days when everyone was going on about the train Pathfinder, I was I was always kind of against really changing much about it because you start adding, even in its form, at the time was kind of excessively convoluted. It's like 14 or 15 different conditions um, that drove it. But that's my general approach to that sort of logic is that I prefer the generic case over case specific because the generic case usually is the simplest and best fit. As soon as you start adding if this circumstance do option A, if circumstance 2 do option B, it very quickly ends up with like specific race, maybe not race conditions, but that's usually where you get race conditions, I found. Or you start adding more layers of logic to overcome exceptions to those specific conditions or circumstance conditions. And so you have if circumstance 1 and this other thing happening at the same time as circumstance 1. And then it just continues chaining from there. It's if this thing, then this other thing, and then this other thing happens to have it happen at the same time. I think probably the closest equivalent with the train pathfinding, it coming back to Factorio, is the if a train is waiting at a red light and this internal counter what was it? I'm trying to think. So when a signal was red, the signal tracked how long it had been red for, and then it went against an internal counter and scaled the penalty that the signal presented to any train to the pathfinding algorithm when a train was searching for the path. The problem is at the same time, in theory, it sounds like a good idea. So if the signal's been red for a long time, motivate the train to not take that path. The problem was that value reset every 30 seconds, so it was a modulus 30-second value. And you could actually, I hadn't actually realized at the time, but you can see that in action on the 15 sim base. That smelter, for those that remember, where it was like the trains would just sit there stuck, waiting and ignoring the end smelters because the penalty wasn't of the red signals wasn't enough. Like the distance, it turned out, from those smelter stops was just right, so that when it was the beginning of the 30-second timer, it couldn't see the far ones, and then once it got to, I think, oh, what was it? It was like it's pretty close to 15 seconds. Once it got to 15 seconds, the penalty added up to the enough such that you could see the end ones again, and then everything would start flowing again. And so then you would have 10 or 15, maybe even 20 seconds of trains flowing through as you would expect them, and then everything would jam up again. Also, ad break. Apparently, it's just started rolling. And yeah. And it was really annoying. It also didn't help that the train stop penalty at the time was the size of an integer -1, so it was always immediately overflow. It's a bit of an oopsie. I feel like more of the thingies are stuck now than there reasonably should be. Last few days, you're only getting Diablo 4 ads. Is there any update for Diablo 4 or something? It's been, oh, there it goes. Been hearing about Diablo 4 or hearing, I haven't seen any ads for it, but I've been hearing about it a lot lately. I think I've seen, I want to say I think I've seen a few people playing it lately too. But that's also a mixture of, it's probably that, and I'm also probably confusing it with the new Zelda game as well. A lot of people have been playing that. Got released. Did it only get released this week? Hasn't it already? Didn't it already come out? Or was that a beta? An open beta or something? I thought, yeah, I thought it already come out. It's possible to tell when a game actually gets released anymore. Oh, yep, server stress test. It's been talked about so much, I can't even tell anymore. Sort of feels like the kind of game where, maybe it's not as bad, not as bad as Cyberpunk, but on the same spectrum where it was being talked about for so long, you sort of can't tell anymore. Yeah, and that server stress test was a while ago now too. I don't know why I'm actually doing this also. Really just get on and do down here. Maybe even fix that if I was feeling so inclined. Oh, hello, bot. Come from? I think there's a few stuck over there. I mean, it is helping clear my inventory, which is a nice thing. Nicety. But I should really focus, seeing as though it is almost 9 o'clock. I mean, like an hour or... Where does time go in this game? Seriously. It's been nearly an hour already. This is all I've done. This is why I try and automate it to save time, not just standing around building stuff. But at the very least, it gives me an opportunity to ramble on mindlessly about things. Like stuff and junk. One day I will learn to actually write things, talking points down, like a professional. Or I would say, or embrace the inner JD plays, but people probably don't want that. Probably want less of that than more of that. Official launch is 9th of June, okay, but today is before they bought the deluxe. Oh yeah, for the bought the premium. It's kind of nice that they actually give you early access if you buy the premium package. Normally you're just prepaying for day zero or 30-day DLC. The other question is it still also a mobile game? Oh, hello, train. Is it still a mobile game? Or has that changed? That's how little attention I've been paying um the Diablo. I know so little about it now. No, it's got to be a desktop game now. PC, Xbox. Oh, okay, console and such. Because when it was originally announced, it was talked about as being mobile only. It does show you how out of the loop I am. Ah, 6th of June, okay. Eh. And unless you're a hardcore Diablo player. Oh, that was Diablo Immortal. Okay, I'm probably confusing the two then. Yeah, I've likely completely confused them then. That's why I was thinking it was out. Or at least likely why I was thinking it was out. Okay. That brings it up to 100. We don't speak of. I mean, it fulfilled the needs of the target demographic is probably the most diplomatic thing I can say about it. I feel like more bots are just going to get stuck. But I'll leave it to its thing and see what happens. Makes sense though, yeah. No Diablo game in 8 years, and now you get two in less than a year. Yep. Um, fulfilling different demographics is. It actually almost sounds like a rational thought, even targeting the different demographics. In 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 what is essentially the biggest market in the world, mobile gaming is number one, or at least it was. Presumably, it still is. Don't see any reason why that would have changed. Hello? No, apparently not. I'm not going to build that. You shall not build. Oh, hi, train. How you doing? How did you survive? How did you survive the culling? It's actually kind of impressive, really, that it managed to survive. At least we're freeing up some bots. Now, missing two. So I'm going at it. Take this one. There. Processing two. There goes the game. Feels a little stumpy. I need all that, but I can't see it. And I really don't want to have to walk back over there. If I was smart, I would send a spider over there. But that's still going, which is good. Actually, is there a blueprint of it? I have a feeling I might have deleted it. Yes, I have. Oh, stragglers. Dear. It's gonna take forever. There, let's free up the Spidey bots. At least a few of these are stuck. Overloaded, presumably. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, just a teeny tiny little bit of rebuilding. Getting all that explored. Getting all that built. You go over there. Teeny says. Sounds like a great idea. Add more bots to the construction queue. Generally, I've found that works surprisingly well. Just throw more bots at the problem when it comes to these sorts of problems. Yeah, just throw more... Oh, hello, train. Just rocketing through. A literal coming through. Where are all my bots? Oh, there. Now these are all stuck. Back you come. Yeah, but overall the hope is that these will build themselves. That's the hope and the dream. For those wondering, haven't been here since the beginning of the session. There's a lot of wishful thinking involved right now. There's also a lot of wishful thinking that I don't need to fix this crap all again. But, it's gonna happen. It's inevitable. Lot you over there. Because I can actually, I just realized I can actually send the cyan spiders over. That might help out with that a little bit. Oops, that's the wrong Spidey. Yeah. So the railway ones, which are the white ones. Back to the one big roboport. Yeah, it's all happy again. Don't think I lost anything. Don't think. Go down there. At the very least, this will help empty out their inventories, which means that they're less likely to actually build things. I imagine inevitably I'm going to have missed something. And also I briefly touched on it. The wire on the signal is the same as it's the same output as the train stop at the other end. So it outputs which is this M N O P and so on. So it outputs A B C D equivalent to the other train stop being allocated. The reason it does that is that as soon as the train comes in and switches to the next train stop, its its status in this train stop clears, which means that it's free for another train is free to be allocated to the train stop, but the first train's still there. I do actually need to be careful on this track. Because the train's still there, it means that the holding stop can have another train assigned to it, but it's still blocked. So I need a way of turning off the stop while there's a train in the way at the same time. It will probably have the side effect. I didn't actually test this, but it'll probably have the side effect of if there's a train on that track, it will, or if a train is just passing through, it will, yeah, see just then, that was blocked while the train went through. Which is potentially problematic. Potentially. I suspect it won't matter in the scheme of things. It likely won't matter. So, actually going through a thoroughfare right now. Yeah. Every middle, so the way this is done, it's a five-way, it's done up to five-way, and every middle one, the way I did this one is that every middle one is just a pass-through. And there's, I think, 8 of these total. 1, 2, 7, yeah, 8. So there's now, in this new design, there's 8 lanes that trains can pass through without crossing. So instead of just being 2 lanes in the middle, which split up into 4, there's 8 all the way through. How many trains we needed? I don't actually know. I couldn't even venture a guess. How many would even be? I suspect the answer is a lot. I don't even know if it's going to work. Yeah, there's a couple. Yeah, 1 or 2. Get it done. All I know is that the original stacker build was nowhere near enough. Nowhere near big enough. And so I fixed that pretty quickly. Just kind of terrifying. Okay, so these across. Down. Copy that, roughly. That can't possibly go wrong. A little bit more of it. Alright, let's get the next one down. So, processing part 2. Oh, okay. I'm gonna need to see. I might need to be able to see this thing first. There we go. Okay, now I can place processing 2. It's only just gotta fit. Deep water? I've missed land somewhere. Some landfill. Question is, can we spot the red of where it won't place? I cannot see it. Unless it's up there somewhere. Realize I can shift click it, I just don't want to. Suppose I will anyway. So I do need to disconnect that. Reasons that are probably not apparent yet, but will make sense eventually. It's mainly to stop trains from coming in. I say mainly, it is literally to stop any trains from the base coming in. Otherwise, they'll charge in and make a mess. Why is everything being moved? Because I updated the designs and made them all bigger and changed the spacing. So that's the old yard stacker thing, and this is the new one. It's nearly double the size. Yeah, see, you see, there's the old one. There's the new one. It is significantly bigger. Yeah, it's a chunky boy. Oh, this is going to be a mess. Still going. They're still at it. I had a feeling that was going to happen, though. I mean, this base is going to be all kinds of ridiculous. I didn't want to half measure it. There it is. Ash, the thing I want. Something I haven't done yet, but I do need to do is extend wires out from here to power more things. Build that. I do, however, need to build up here. That. Oh. The book's right here. Bye, bots. Suppose the spider's going to do it now. Yeah. Apparently my bots are doing all this now. Can. It's just that one thing. Yeah, it's gained an assortment of crap. Obvious solution is just to send them out here. They can build things. Yeah, you can see I've actually got stuff out here now too. Like, this build is... That was the old processing 2, and this is a new one. It is... Yeah, everything is just bigger. See? Yeah, so that should be calling... Supply train. Yep. That is a rather busy ME. Was probably building things. Was. Isn't now. Go. Just if the spiders have anything, get them to get rid of it. So, ones can do their thing. General purpose utility spider. Get it done. I was actually wondering if I'd use a medium storage container. I think the answer is I need to use a medium storage container. Move that into there. See what happens. Hold up a minute. Sit there. It's just random track. It's probably fine. It's just ridiculous. Aha. Okay, let's try and keep up. Oh. He couldn't actually deliver. Okay, go bots, go! We believe in you. The 2 bots that could. Medium container. It's like that. I could do a warehouse like there. There is room for it. Already have one here. Sort of intending on one of these going here, but I don't really. That. Yeah, we'll trash those and just do the big one. Bedtime? Alrighty. Hey, making use of that. Now that it's available for everyone. Was it? I'd say, I've already forgotten what it was. I think it was a tier 2 before. And now they give you 9 million emote slots. Anyway, have a good one, Spellmaster. I should be the 2 bots that could. Aha. Means back. It's completely emptied. Might as well take everything. Where are they? Are they indeed? Oh. Oh, we got some radar going here at least. Hadn't noticed it. Oh, they're not really new emotes. I just reshuffled the availability of the current emotes. So they're old emotes. They're just there's more available at tier 1 now. I think the sunglasses one is still tier 2 from memory, and the gold one's a tier 3. The Thug Life one is so good. Yeah, and the graduate one I brought down, and I think Rang is tier 2 as well. I mean, I don't need to make new emotes. I had so many made in the first place. Originally. Who was here who remembers the emote, that original emote saga? Ian being a perfectionist and all. I can't help it. I want nice things. I like As a koala, I stubbornly refuse to have anything but the nicest. Because as you know, koalas are so picky about having the nicest eucalyptus leaves, they'll even starve themselves to death in the quest to have the nicest thing. Nicest eucalyptus leaves. Until an owl exterminator comes along. Use them all the time. As you should. I mean, as we always say, they are the best emotes on Twitch, koala emotes on Twitch for a reason. I didn't want the most mediocre koala emotes on Twitch. Alright, now you gotta move all your crap into there. It's funny actually. I think it was yesterday when Damsel was on. I got home just as she was ending. So it was like, hi, bye. It ends up being a thing a lot. Where I get there just in time for people to end. One job, one off. The animated one works, doesn't it? I do like that one. And that's even a default animation too, when they first introduced it. Oh, would you look at that? They're all stuck. Adorable. Ew. Need to get out of here. Can't have stray trains up here now, can we? Lamo. Oh, there's gonna be a mess. And the classic wave, yes. Which is also a channel emote. Well. Dude. Loaded. Arcs. No, I don't. Can't have that now, can we? Trouble is now this one's going to probably tie up the train forever. It's probably also going to trash all of the machines because I didn't assign machines. The thing that I prevulated. Leave it at that for now. Ah, there he is in mobile form. Don't you? Yeah, you do. Ah, that's right, no power. Power though. It's close to having power. Oh, that means it can't actually... Okay. Ah. Interesting. That's a conundrum. So the robopores won't actually expand because it doesn't have power. Accidentally hitting spacebar. Far more often than I reasonably should. So I need the central power booking out. Nightbot solo. Cyan spiders are technically good at this because they don't carry track. They do now because I scooped it all up. Don't get out to carry track. In theory, while this is building, I should be going out and building more outposts. In theory, at least. That's a lot of crap to deal with. Oh. There. They work a lot better that way. Logistics 36. And now 62. 91. Apparently that's it. Oh, bye bots. Yeah, gotta make it an even number. Logistic 100, construction 105. 100, there you go. Now, so, terms of power, something like that. Is what I'm thinking. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. I might just get rid of the wire because it's not doing it's not doing anything useful. It just exists to send power. Eh. I still hate it. I still hate it. Bit better. Cyan. There you go. Yep, you're completely full. Up there then. There's the risk with the sending the spiders out to here. They'll just jam up full of stuff. Full again. Really? Really? Oh, okay. It's a split network. Oh, it's getting a losing power. I see. It's gaining and then losing a power connection. Well, fix that. Second one up from thingy, so that. I hate that one. Or that one, for that matter. A lot of bots. There we go. There. Just help myself to a fresh set of bots. Alright, so we've got two of them up. Can play as a decon bot. Where are... there they are. Alright, let's prep the next site. And this will be ready for smelting. I do. What am I even looking at? I don't even know anymore. Fractured remains. Multiple fractured remains of what should be a input-output stacker routing thing. I have a feeling even this input thing's going to change. Up you go. Smelting. I don't think it actually had the top part. Your split. Double check these things. To reiterate, it's very bad if a train gets in before the time, or it's supposed to. Yeah. Actually, see if this one fit. Could do. I like how it's just exploring the blueprint on the map. Just the idea that there's this uncharted blueprint. I think I mentioned that before. It's just so absurd. Pull up again. See, they're building all this instead of deconstructing that. It's also because it's at the top. Jazz has been jamming, hasn't it? It's pretty loud, actually. It's not too loud, is it? It's a bit louder than normal. But, yeah, it's, Jazz is available this week. It's not bad. I like. It's been... Um, so Pretzel changed it so such that they rotate in different stations every, I think, 2 weeks or a month or something. And so a little while ago we had there was another jazz thing we had. I forget what it was, and it was really cool. It does break up the monotony of the cookie cutter EDM stuff. Alternatively, I could just turn on the Transport Tycoon music or something. They also have like GTA, Fortnite, FIFA, Call of Duty, League of Legends soundtracks as well. They call disco electro swing. That's right. Yeah, I think it was electro swing, or it might have just been swing. It was one of those. If I mean, it's not in the actual VODs, but because I record the VODs without the music track. Um, but I think it was there with the early ones, electro swing or whatever. There you go, all my bots. So what are you up to? Not up to. Not a lot, apparently. Oh, full now, apparently. Oh, hi, train. How you doing? 61. 345. There goes 5,000 points to Devnal. Eight. 400. Perfect. 400 should get a decent amount of chunk every time it passes through. Ah. And what? Thingies. Bots. Spiders. Those things. Yes, build. Grow. As the factory demands. Go there, please. Can it actually reach? Yeah, eventually. Oh, no, maybe it can't. It's still an impossible arrangement. As long as there isn't a power connection there, it's never going to do anything. It'd be nice to rescue the bots from there, though. It would be nice. Can you build for me this power connection? Please. Please. Is that a possibility? Almost a possibility. It's close. There we go. Look at them go. I think they found the trees. Yep. One downside is it is only a small flock of spiders. So it doesn't quite have the brute force power of the track building spiders. Yeah, so it leaves a whole lot of stragglers behind. Speaking of, I need to get them doing stuff again. That's quite the skull drumming you got there. Feel that in the morning. Oh, they're out of track. Which is perfect. It means they can come down here. I know where there's a little bit of track that they can pull up. That's the time flies when you're a base over several tiles. So what the smelting? I don't want to put the circuits in. The circuits is the one that, yeah, I need to extend everything. I need to expand that. And the next step after this is building, or at least while this is going on, is to expand mining. Get all that expanded out. Because before too long, we're going to need a lot of mining. Like, as this thing starts to come online. We need a lot of outposts. disconnected again. That's the next fix for the future, is to make more power connections. Not make it depend on a single thing. Single point of failure. Not really a single point of failure, it's just a single point. Those stutters from the track lag. Alright, that's all connected. Attempt to go near this mess. Coasted down, I was like, maybe I should actually place it. Bots are already on it. Done it. Play. Savi, how you doing? That make noises. Oh, there it goes. It's just very delayed for some reason. Hey, welcome on in, everyone. Thank you for the raid there, Savi. How is your Factorio going? I saw you were doing some Factorio earlier. I didn't really get to catch it though. Yeah. How you doing? Don't get time for anything anymore. How you doing? How is your stream going? And welcome, everyone. While we wait for this to grind itself out. I mean, at this point, these spiders are really just eating the supply contents. So I should get them out of here. How you doing? There he is. Yeah, how'd your Factorio go? As I was saying, I saw it from before, but I didn't. Unfortunately, because I was getting dinner and all that, I didn't get to catch what was going on. Because I'm half asleep, I don't even remember. Unfortunately, I also don't remember what you're up to. I want to say it was Pie Light, but I think I'm mixing that up with a Holic. Powder screwed again? Classic. Second only to base needs more iron. Hi, Alien Light. Yep, that's the one. I really need to understand more of. I mean, I say understand. It's more like knowing your enemy, in the sense that Pyrannodon's being the enemy. You need to know and understand the enemy so you can best avoid it. I mean, it's probably more true of lots of regret. It is very true for Pyrannodons. Takes no prisoners. One thing's Factories. The factory can never have enough regret. Sadness and regret. Factory produces a lot of that. All factories always produce a lot of that. Like Ingenuity Logi Science. Ooh. I say that, and that is presumably green science. Well, I suppose being pioneered, that is a significant milestone. Getting to the second science pack. I mean, this is the mess that we're working on right now. See, so we had to move. So I had to move the old factory builds over a few tiles, which led to fun times. She'll call them fun times. Oh, it's the third one in. Okay, so it's got a like a basic intermediate, does it? That appears to be two stackers stacked on top of each other. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised by that at all, because I did paste them over the top of each other, and I did notice it at the time. Yeah. Just make a minor mistake here and there, or make a few changes here and there, and then you spend the next 2 hours rebuilding the factory. And I suppose technically it's not even the factory, it's just rebuilding the track to the factory. Saying that, I mean, this one's actually almost done. This one's going to be a challenge. I'm looking at, I don't know anymore. Thing. I think, yeah, it's just construction queue. If I was to hazard a guess. I mean, it's not even really a guess at this point. I know it's just construction queue that's stopping things from being built there. Burgers spent 3 days at least working out a messed up circuit. So what I do best is spending days rebuilding things, and then rebuilding it again, and then rebuilding it a third time, and then getting yelled at by Shank because I keep rebuilding things. Skew them. At the end of the day, I might as well try and drain these spiders as much as possible. Yes. Apparently, belts on you now. Yeah, drain them as much as possible so I can run them over the areas where the reports don't cover. Their coverage here? No. That's an ad break. Again. Time. Almost ending time. Oh, already almost ending time. Just like that. As a side note, it's not a certainty, it's not a guarantee, but I am aiming start some Timberborn on the weekend. That'll be Saturday morning for me. It'll be Friday night for most people here. Whatever that start time will be. I'll probably game for 8 or 9 o'clock. 8 o'clock if I can manage it. Which I think is 10 o'clock CET? I would switch to the thing, but I'm pretty sure I didn't fix it. And it still says summertime. It also says wrong times, which means I kind of don't want to show wrong times. Professional streamer here. All very organized. This thing. Yeah, AEDT's wrong. That means it's midday PST and 10. Yeah, I think it's 10 p.m. CET. And it could actually all builds one off. 2 times 1 off? It's 2 off. What does the thingy say? I pulled up a thingy, like thing, and it's from 2021. Uh, 9 p.m. 8 a.m. is midnight Amsterdam time. Okay, so it'll be midnight start time. I mean AEST. I mean oh, hang on. That didn't say. Yeah, you're right. That didn't say summertime. Yeah, because it's AEST. I think was the summertime. Are you in summertime yet? Should be by now. Yeah, surely. Yeah, because I think that was in. I last updated that in the transitional time, transitional period. CEST. That's what I was going to say. I was like, hang on, see, that have been. Try that again. Time zone converter. AEST. Okay, AEST is correct. I didn't actually look at it. And then Amsterdam, because I normally put that in. CEST. We're 8 a.m. Or yeah, midnight. Okay, was right. So yeah, that's the general plan for the Timberborns. I want to have a go with the new update. Haven't done a. I know everyone's been playing Iron Teeth, but I haven't played Iron Teeth in forever. I tend to always play Folk Trails. Folk Tales? Folk Trails. It's got to be almost done by now. Very soon. Not now, but soon. I don't know if you saw this, but I actually added a. So all of the reprocessing, the stone from the filtration goes into a single matter plant, which turns into the stone into matter. The matter then gets turned back into imersite powder, chains through 2 boxes, and then goes to a little imersite loading stop. I I don't think people saw. I don't think I showed that, but that's how I fixed that problem. So the stone turns into imersite powder. Seeing as though imersite caves are a little thin in places, shall we say. The red spider still holding guard. Well, they managed to snatch a little bit. There we go. Should get something out of that. Hopefully. Hopefully. Open the dream. Similar story here. I mean, this sort of back and forth usually doesn't go well. One can only hope. Say with a build this huge jetpack mod would be a bad idea. It's not terrible. Terrible idea. Sooner, I mean, if I was purely building these things, it would probably be fine. It's the fact that I'm tearing down and replacing the first version of these builds is not helping. Have all my... Apparently I do. Apparently I'm also cleaning up what's left behind by the spiders. Construction queue. Speaking of poor construction queue. Getting it done. It is getting it done. This is also, I was talking about these being extended to the top, but seeing as I've already sort of committed to it, I don't know if that's going to happen now. I may bring them up a little bit to like there, maybe even the middle row. Just change the spacing slightly. I also suspect these are, yeah, they're full. Pick up a lot more. Alright, the next step that I need to deal with is I do need to... It's like the next one is oil. So I do, like, finally need to actually deal with that one, that build. So that'll be the next time as we'll actually fix the oil build. Sort of, I only ever half did it. I never actually finished it. Which was very apparently obvious when I collected these blueprints. You can also throw the thingies in there. Yes, those thingies. I have no idea what I was even going on about. The thingies. Plastic. I was thinking about pulling plastic out of there. I don't know what I'll do with nitrogen and oxygen yet. Whether I just have a dedicated build outside the base just for it. Have you? Uh, send you to... there they are. up on just everything. Uh, 0. Not a roboport. $78. 88. 200. So it goes on. I actually don't have anything down here. I could put some of the atmospheric condensers in here. Maybe the oxygen ones could go in here if I don't have any other purpose for them. Potentially. Nitrogen's the problem though, it needs a lot. Phone shows notification when some news article. Let's see the title. It's about sports. Don't open it. Just click less like this to teach the system not to do sports. And then it overcompensates and never shows you sports ever again, unless that's... Or even if it is something that you want to know, it's just that it has something even remotely sports related. Even if it is like AI sports do that, do something, and then yeah, it just never shows anything that in any way relates to sports. This time it looks like you get more sports. It's a few train lines? Yeah, there's one or two. Also, hello. Guess what, Veldek? There's 1 minute remaining. I do not show their shorts like 4 or 5 times. They keep showing you more. Yep. It always either never does anything. The saying, I want less of this or I want more of this. It's always, it either doesn't do anything or it just completely overcompensates. And just never shows you that thing ever again. It's like one of the few times when I click a liked video on YouTube in 2015, it's consistently been recommending me that video since then. And I don't even normally click like. Actually, well, I never did anyway, but that sort of proves the point. That is concerning. That shouldn't have happened. Because the first one should always be the same. Yeah, first one's sort of dealing with itself. Second one's not far off. Third one is still mostly just a ghost. And fourth one, I'm going to need to fix in the distant future. It's a stacker, or the loading, the shunting area is updated pretty much. And I need to fix that one there because I've just sort of pasted over the old one. You get to see an idea of scale, old versus new, because there's the old one there, and this outline bigger is the new one. This is a significant size boost. Get recommended Australian news somehow. That's the other thing too. I get a lot of in the UK, like really targeted local UK news or oh, where is it? It's actually stopped. I've stopped getting it now as much. It's like Dutch news or something. A specific place in Holland. Well, yeah, the UK one. It was like somewhere in Wales or something. It was like a specific town in Wales for some reason. I don't understand why. They they have no interest in it. I have no association with it. Yet it comes through. These can do some miracles. Yep, my bots. You really want to place those? One job. It's also 2 minutes after. We're in the first just 5 more minutes, however. Okay, so much more effective without their inventory being clogged with track. I told you they'd save the day. Here I was thinking they were obsolete. I mean, over here they are kind of obsolete. I say that, and then the bots won't build. Yeah. Allegedly collecting more stuff. But, I like the side of things getting built. I even rescued most of my bots now too. This is also smelting. Is it? No, this is well, it is smelting, but it's glass smelting. It's not the main smelter. Sort of like the sideshow. Alright, that's the first 5 more minutes over. I think it's time to end. Alright, we'll end it there.